Hi, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. There are quite a number of videos that have discussed the topic of what is EFT, emotional freedom techniques, aka tapping. And then they'll go over the various points on the body, where to tap, the setup phrase, etc. But have you ever wondered how EFT works? What is the science behind it? How is it possible that you tap on your face while repeating negative statements like this betrayal, this rage, I am so angry, I could scream, and you end up feeling peaceful. You end up feeling relaxed. You end up letting the issue go. And while I have made a career out of helping my clients achieve emotional freedom and manifest their dream lives, I've also realized that there's probably more people than not who still have not heard of EFT or tapping. And quite frankly, they find it odd that there are those of us who pound on our face, which this is what I've been told it looks like, and we repeat negative statements. How can you repeat negative statements? Why aren't you being positive? They have said. So you might be one of those people. And I just thought I would take this opportunity to film today's video to one, go behind the science of EFT, how amazing it is, and most importantly, how it could help you in your life. So I hope you stick around and continue watching. At first blush, EFT might sound hippy dippy woo woo, but that couldn't be farther from the truth. EFT is recognized as a good science as it adheres to the scientific method. EFT therapy uses a combination of cognitive and exposure therapy in psychology, along with Chinese acupressure. Currently, there are over 250 clinical studies published in academic peer-reviewed scientific journals demonstrating EFT's efficacy, 50 of which are published in foreign languages. And it's because EFT is so effective, and because of these clinical studies, that the U.S. Veterans Affairs approved EFT treatment therapy for clients suffering from PTSD, depression, anxiety, pain, to name but a few. But where did it get its start? Well, basic text of acupuncture was written over 2,000 years ago in China. And this text spoke of energy flowing through the body. There are 14 meridians or pathways in the body through which this energy flows. Along those meridians are points of sensitivity, also known as acupuncture or acupressure points. Research has shown that when acupressure points are stimulated, the part of the brain that handles fear responses is regulated and calmed. Research has also shown that pressure caused by the tapping on acupoints can be as effective as acupuncture itself, only without needles. And you could do it yourself in the comfort of your own home. How cool is that? According to its developer, Gary Craig, a disruption in energy is the cause of all negative emotions and pain. The mind-body connection is real. Your mind, thoughts, and beliefs can affect how healthy your body is and vice versa. So now going to how EFT works exactly. When you think about an unpleasant memory or event or trauma that brings about a cauldron of negative emotions within you, your stress level increases. Cortisol is released and it courses through your body. You're in a fight or flight type situation. And in turn, you're going to feel frustration, rage, profound sadness, embarrassment, hopelessness, and the like, whatever the emotion is that you're feeling. Now, these unpleasant memories or events could be anything from a fight with a loved one, a horrible childhood filled with myriad abuses, and a seemingly innocuous comment from a stranger or acquaintance could trigger you in unexpected ways. You could be feeling the effects of a tragic breakup or divorce. Incredible discomfort and unhappiness could be within you because of the work environment, or this could even be feeling picked on at school or bullied. Whatever those unpleasant memories are that you're thinking about, you have associated a negative emotion with it, and that's been encoded in your brain. So whenever you think of the event, the associated memory comes to the surface. Okay. So by using a form of exposure therapy and cognitive therapy and psychology while tapping on various acupoints. So we do the setup phrase for exposure, we're going through the acupressure points, saying the negative emotions. The intensity of those negative emotions is reduced to the point where you feel almost nothing, oftentimes in minutes. And that painful memory is now tied to a calming physical stimulus. So that's why we tap on negative statements. We need to give a, a voice to, but we need to call out and put a spotlight on how we're truly feeling. We need to honor how we're feeling and we need to be honest. And by tapping on this anger, right? So we go back to that traumatic event and we picture it in our mind's eye and we start tapping on it. And by tapping on it, the energy and the meridians that I spoke about before are being the stored emotions, they're being released. We are actually relaxing our body by opening up our energy, tapping on these acupoints, because that's what we're doing. We are releasing this energy. We are stimulating. And we are now taking another feeling and like we're re-encoding with that memory. So that memory is now associated with more of a positive feeling. And we are no longer traumatized. And there, that is pretty much how it works. So again, the negative, tapping on the negative is very important. And then eventually you switch to the positive. And it's not that we never tap on the positive. It's that how can you tap on the positive when the negative is still present? That would be like a lie. So boiled down, the painful memory through tapping is now tied to a calming physical stimulus. And trauma that was buried in every cell of your body, well, the action of tapping released that long buried trauma and calmed you down to the point where your body said, wait a minute, I'm okay. I feel safe. Your nervous system no longer associates the painful memory with stress and the negative emotions felt therein. The memory and the feelings felt are recorded with new feelings of peace and calmness. And this is how that technique of tapping gives you with emotional freedom and breaks patterns and eliminates limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging behavior. This is how EFT tapping rewires and reprograms the brain. It eliminates, like I said, these negative thought patterns and restores balance to the body. And one of the best things about EFT is that results are felt in live time, oftentimes in minutes. And one of the best things about EFT is that you don't have to be a believer in this awesome healing modality to feel its lightning quick results. So try tapping on one of my videos to experience the magic for yourself. Oh, and one final thing, even if you can't relate to the subject matter, you will get what's called borrowing benefits, where even tapping on an issue that you might not relate to, you'll still reduce the emotional intensity of whatever issue it is that you're feeling with to some degree. If you would like to schedule a private tapping session with me, please visit tappingwithkelly.com, and I'd love to work with you. So until next time, happy tapping.